Please check out our shirt on Tespring.
Hey folks, what's happening? What's going on, little world? Little curious, not too nosy. I'm going to talk about this movie. It is a thriller mystery and a Japanese animation. It is called Perfect Blue. It came out in 1997. So this movie is mostly about a young lady who, for years, she was a major pop star and decided, I don't want to do this anymore and become a serious actress. By doing that, she had kind of a hard time dealing with the stress of starting her career and certain things she had to do to sacrifice to get what she wants and be taken more seriously. So somebody's out there created this website claiming it's her, and somehow this person knows a lot about her intimate thoughts and the things she's going through. Only certain people in her circle knows what's going on. So right now she's just having a really hard time dealing with this kind of pressure. She can't tell what's real and what's fantasy, and her pop version of herself comes out of nowhere, start taunting her and telling her you're dirty, you're horrible, you're ruining your career, you're supposed to be a pop star, clean, all that fun stuff. So during the movie you get totally different points of view. You got the main actress who's dealing with all this stuff, making her decisions and playing these really dark roles and dealing with emotions she never experienced before. And you got the people that manage her as a young child, suddenly she's an adult and doing these things and how they're dealing with it. And you got the fans that followed her most of her pop career, debating why is she doing this. And the last one is the stalker who's obsessed with her and not really happy. The movie is really dark, twisted. It really gives you somewhat point of view of being famous, stuff to have to deal with, because everything they do affects a lot of people's lives. And people kind of treat it like, how can you do this? I followed all your career. I'm your biggest fan. Well, why are you doing these decisions? So people kind of like treat her like a ownership of it. Same with the stalker. The stalker thing, because the choices she's making, she's not as innocent that he thought she was, and kind of like loses it. There's like two stories kind of similar to this movie in real life. One was a tragic story about Rebecca Schaeffer. She was a young actress. She was 21, and she was murdered by a guy named Robert John Riddle. One was a guy incensed with her because she was in a TV show, My Sister Sam, from 1986 to 88 for 2 seasons. In the movies that later she was in, she was doing some naughty parts, and he got really disturbed about that because he thought she was pure innocence. For some reason thought he owned her or something, or control her lives, and she had to pay the price in his head. There's hundreds of stories about this, people all about controlling her power. Women like property, the best way I could do it, and decisions they make in their lives, it affects them too in some way in their little heads, whatever they think of. Really influenced a director named Aaron Sorkin. Directed The Black Swan in 2010. The stories of the movie and Black Swan are very similar to it. Also, the Requiem from a Dream that came out in 2000. He, frame by frame, the bathroom scene when the lady's in the bathtub is almost similar to Perfect Blue. You can tell this is really influenced by a Hitchcock movie with the frills, characters. You don't know what's real, what's fake. It's twists and turns. You gotta watch it the second time to really enjoy this movie. Also, when you watch this movie, just look at the background, especially when she goes into her apartment. The little details, everything, you know, it kind of gives you an idea of what kind of person, who she is, without saying too much about her. Like a little, that's the reason I like most about Japanese animations. It's just the little details they do to make characters, background, everything relate to this person. So this is one of my favorite anime movies that came out. It is almost perfect. You can make it a movie. I encourage you guys to watch old 90s animation. You'll see why I was so drawn to these movies, because, you know, 90s movies that came out of Hollywood, yeah, they're okay, but the Japanese animation, it takes whole thing to the next level of character development, and, you know, like little details. So I keep saying the little details they do is just time and effort makes it perfect for this movie. I encourage you guys to check it out, watch it, let me know, like and subscribe, and maybe I'll do better next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.